talk that encourages students, potential youth leaders to come and discuss issues affecting youth of Liberia and not just limited to our country but youth around the world. So today we are very happy to be doing episode 4 of the entire section. We started this in February and we happy to have two wonderful leaders that will be joining the entire conversation on good decision making. So I have Lennox Kollison Kollie, who is the Executive Director for Youth Action for Progressive Initiative, YAPI. And I also have Princess Diana Quaye, who is a women and girls activist. So on this now I want to say welcome. We are about to start this wonderful edition of the Youth Club. So how it feels to be a part of the entire section? Okay. And can you introduce yourself in the meeting?
Ladies before gentlemen. Let me
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity, for allowing me to speak to my peers. And my name is Princess Diana Quaye. Yes, I talk for women and girls.
Alright, thank you so kindly. I'm Lennox Kollie, and it's a pleasure being here at this moment. Alright, and I'm the Executive Director of the Youth Action for Progressive Initiative, and we've been volunteering for a long period of time working with young people in Liberia. So it's a pleasure being here, so thank you.
Alright, and also it's a pleasure having both of you on the show. So can you please tell a little bit about the institutions you represent? Or you volunteering at the moment?
For now, I'm not volunteering anymore because of the many activities I have in school.
Okay.
But I was volunteering at Plain International Liberia once.
Alright.
And there I was part of those who was opportunity to serve in different positions during the day of the girl child, the celebration of the girl child. So
okay.
I've gone into communities, talked about so many issues that are affecting girls and women today. So
Alright, so like I said, the Executive Director of Youth Action for Progressive Initiative, the name says it all. Alright, so the YAPI is a youth organization that is engaged into reducing illicit drug users, reducing sex worker and ensuring inclusive, equitable, quality education in our country like Liberia. So this organization was founded since 2019 and we've been doing a lot of work, alright, working with drug addicts, working with illicit sex worker and working with high school students, forming YAPI club, telling them about the causes, effects and control of drug abuse and telling them about how to prevent themselves from those issues and making rational decisions as it relates to their upcoming or their upbringing in society. And Lennox has worked, volunteer with a lot of organizations. He has partnered with a lot of organizations, and our organization, which is an umbrella organization on March for Justice, and we also celebrate World Drug Day every year, and then we form programs, alright, reaching out to the ghettos, going on school campuses, alright, giving the need for people to understand the issue of a drug and making rational decisions as a whole in Liberia. So it cut across.
Wow. Okay, could you kind of tell us what you really love most about yourself and the kind of work you do?
Alright, so really I love to read. I love to read. That's a very important thing for me. I read every day. I read at least 2 hours every day. Even if I'm very busy, I will just have something to read and at least my day will be complete. Moreover, I love to teach as well. So I love to make an impact. So that's a very key characteristic or attribute of me.
And the work you do, where you
are? Like I said, I love to teach, man. When I love something stimulative, challenging, I don't like to do something easy. I will do something difficult.
Want to be the catalyst of most movements.
Sure.
Okay. Diana?
Okay, so there are so many things I love of myself. and I love to write. So
Okay.
I do write, even though I don't like to show it,
Why?
because it's something that's how I communicate with myself.
Alright.
Some people force me to do it.
Okay.
Yes, so I love writing, and what I do, I love doing it because I see it as an opportunity. So many people do not have this opportunity. I see it as an opportunity to speak for people who do not have voice, to give voice to girls
Yes.
who wish to be in my position. So I see it as an opportunity, and I'm grateful, and I just love what I do.
Okay. Um, have you been into any project, whether volunteered, whether you were one of the key members of that particular project that has helped in the development of youth
Uh,
in the past?
yes, I've been working on a lot of projects. All right. So I've worked recently with a project on checking on the ghettos in, Painesville Belt. All right,
Okay.
it was a huge project that my organization embarked on. Even though we know that resources are scarce and there are a lot of factors that are being played, but we were able to reach out to about 32 plus ghettos in Painesville community that we have record on.
Bravo.
All right, and we worked in line with all of the CEOs, like they say, fast stars in those
Yeah.
ghettos.
Yeah,
We get
their
a-
rankings.
yeah, as well, and then we have data for almost all of them as well.
How was that project called?
It was YAPI Ghetto Outreach. It was YAPI Ghetto Outreach, where we just giving outreach because we're doing a statistics and giving to the various ghettos that we went to, but mainly was for a statistic purpose. But
Okay.
we said outreach because we cannot just go there and then let it be there. So they can understand the intent. But
Alright.
we have our own intent of captivating all of these ghettos in Painesville as well.
Okay. Anna, is there any project you
So-
volunteer with?
So last year I volunteered with Play International under girls, which girls equal is under, and we went out into the communities to talk about climate change, how climate change affects everyone, to tell people how to use their garbage, to not just throw it out anyway, because we are seeing that it affects us in so many ways. So yes, last year we had a team that went in communities talking to people about the effects of climate change, how it affects us, and how we should live, and how we should control and take care of our surroundings.
Okay, that is very nice. Are there upcoming projects any one of your institutions will be embarking on anytime soon?
All right, so YAPI, we've been a little bit down because of varieties of reasons. Like, you know, my organization, we are into human capacity building too as well, and
Sure.
most of the people who are volunteering with the organization, as also, let me just use the word in our Liberian parlance, big people, they love education.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I can say even though I'm the executive director, but when it comes to qualification in education, I'm one of the least. All right, so they are all big people, so they are following their education, some of them going for their masters and so forth. So we had a little break in, but as soon as possible, we'll be coming back to launch a very big project. All right, where we want to have a space because we want to have a space where we'll be able to lodge and rehabilitate those drug addicts, and that's a very tough and tedious project.
But it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible though. We are working hard behind the scene to get everything done. But before December, we're gonna get it started. Even if we start with 2 bedroom, alright, we're gonna start because it's very terrible. I mean, all of the responses we have had when we went to the various ghettos is alarming. One of the biggest caveats that I took from there, and I always tell anybody and everywhere that I go, is that they told us once they are not safe, we won't be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very big message out there. So as I lie down, as I go through my daily activity, it just stuck in my mind. All right. So once they are not safe, it is true that we won't be safe as people. Because imagine if this guy on the street they don't have comfort zone, they don't have anywhere to be, alright, they don't have food or anything to something to consume, what happens next? They will start to harass those people who are passing by along the road, start to attack homes. So once they are not safe, we won't be safe. So we need to find a space, a bigger space, alright, to rehabilitate those guys and then empower them in society, and they can be better people as well. But basically, we're here to discuss decision making, and so I think it will cross from all aspects. So I want to go in depth with the drug guys.
All right. So, what inspired you to be a part of advocacy, activism, leadership, youth development, and other relevant talk points in your career so far? What inspired you to take that particular path?
Alright, so I'll say I found it in reading.
Okay.
Alright, so I like to read, and for the fact that I read every day, and I am also a Christian, and I believe in prayers as well. So, and I know that I am a leader. Alright, I was born a leader. So even if I am in a particular place where there are a lot of smart people, brilliant people with high IQ, and I am among those people, what happens is that I'll still be sparked out to lead those people. And a typical example would be my organization. Like I said, I have so much big people, but I'm there spearheading them. So I got it from reading, and most importantly, I had this inspiration from a close high school friend. All right, he doesn't know that he's the one who inspired me to do what I'm doing, but I mean, I used to admire him so much when he speaks and whenever he talks. I mean, we're in the same class, even though I was more of academic and he was more of the intellect, the intellectual ability. He had it, but I had it too. But I didn't really, form myself at the time. I didn't really discover my God-given talent at the moment. So, but I used to admire him so much. I had a constructive jealousy.
Yeah.
So, and he been advocating for young people, for girls preferably, and from there, with my numerous impact I've been making community, reaching from organizing sports tournaments, talents, opinion campaigns, and so forth. He was my biggest inspiration, and to today's date, I've been leading in my school, in my community, and now in university as well.
Yeah.
So it's not a good thing.
Every available space.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, for me, I love to see women in positions. I love to see women in power. So what motivates me to do this is when I saw my sister, she's into this. She was the one who brought me into it. When I see how she worked hard, she talked for women, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So many places women don't have the opportunity to speak. I sit in class with so many girls, and from the way they talk, you know that they have poor mindset of who they are.
Yeah.
So the more you talk about these things, the more they get to know their position in life. And I found it interesting. The more I speak about it, the more myself learn. So I found it interesting. That's why I'm really motivated.
All right, so this is just it. This is the Youth Talk, episode 4 with Vamba and Sirleaf, your host, and I'm here accompanied with Lennox, Kollison, Kollie, who is the Executive Director for Youth Action for Progressive Initiative YAPI, and also I'm here with Princess Diana Quaye, who is a women and girls activist. On this note, we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we go straight into the discussion. We'll be going in depth with decision making and how it's being affecting the youth of Liberia. Yes, let's stick to Liberia for now. So on this note, we say, please don't go anywhere, stay tuned. We'll be right back.